Welcome to Rom.
Marvellous. Well,
Good morning.
My president.
Yes,
one of your candidates.
I want you just to go across and say hello to those people.
We will have lots of opportunities in a minute.
Right.
What are the people I would like to introduce you to just to start with are Tony Forward, who's my chairman, and my agent.
And how's the campaign going?
Very well indeed. Good. Very well. We are winning. We are going to win Romsey.
And we'll go on winning until victory is secure.
We will.
Right.
We will.
Now, can I introduce you to some young people?
Hello. This is your first election.
Very exciting for us.
I was about
Love you.
10 when I had my first election.
We're very thrilled, and thrilled to see you as well.
Yes.
Excuse me, we have some young people just behind here that would like Conservative candidate from Mountbatten School.
Very good. Marvellous school.
Thank you.
What are you doing? Are you helping in the office, or are you going around delivering leaflets, etc.?
Yeah, putting up posters, asking the people what sort of things they want done in the
Yes.
And Michael is determined that young people want to keep the pound in this country.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, I would think so. It would be dreadful. Look at all of the old folk, all of the confusion there would be.
Exactly. Can I introduce you to some
spending
politics?
If they didn't understand any new currency.
Yes.
Anyway, the pound, the sterling area used to dominate the world. It takes a Labour government to bring a pound down.
We have some politics students over here. With the students, can you come forward and say hello?
Thank you very much, dear. Thank you. Hello.
Can you gentlemen please just make some space?
Yes, I'm trying.
Now, so you've been out canvassing, or what particular aspect of electioneering are you doing? You're helping in whatever needs to be done.
Yes,
Because we have to get a lot of our propaganda out, and all the election addresses.
They're very helpful and positive people, these supporters of mine.
And it's interesting, what are people saying to you? Good luck?
Yeah,
That's right.
Good morning. Could you express your warning about a big majority, a Labour majority?
I think the warning was encapsulated in the old phrase, if you get a very big majority, you really have got an elective dictatorship. And that's bad.
Did that apply when you had a big majority?
No, we never had a big majority the size of the one they've got. We've got 177. You see, then you can vote down anything in the opposition. But you could never count on the Liberals, or even they couldn't outvote the government. So it's very bad. It is an elective majority. If they get a very, very big majority, they don't have to take into account the arguments put on the other side. They can vote them down, and that's bad for Parliament, and it's bad for democracy.
And how worried are you by the opinion polls, Ben?
The only opinion poll I am worried about is the one which becomes votes on the day.
We got all that. Yeah, ever so good. She's an old lady. She doesn't talk very loudly anymore.
Yes, just to push you.
Get in there. All right.
One of these. Stop Lady Thatcher, BBC. I just wondered, are you worried?
Hold on, let me get within earshot.
Are you worried that there could be another Labour landslide?
I'm not worried about fighting and fighting and fighting. I hope we will have a very good Conservative result. I think we deserve a good result. We have all the right policies. To some extent, of course, we converted our opponents and made them electable. That's tough. But the conversion of convenience is nothing like a real deep-seated belief in what your party is.
Wasn't elective dictatorship a bit over the top, Baroness Thatcher?
No, it's a well-known phrase. It is possible. All that it does is say that in a democracy, if you have so many people voting quite freely for one party, it could in effect be an elective dictatorship. Because although we have an opposition in the House of Commons, they don't necessarily need to take a lot of notice of it. They'd be well advised to do so. But it's a well-known phrase. You can have, democracy can give you an elective dictatorship.
But Lady Thatcher,
some people think that's
you had a
bit
majority of 144 in 1983, wasn't that the same?
No, nothing like the majority they've just had, 177.
But you were a bit of a one-woman cabinet, weren't you? So some people think it's a bit rich for you to talk about an elective dictatorship.
I never had an elective dictatorship. Young man, I went down twice a week to the House of Commons, answering questions from all sides of the House. Not merely once a week like this lot, twice a week, and took part in debates. I was answerable to the representatives of the people and seemed to be answerable to the representatives of the people all my time.
Isn't Tony Blair like that, though?
Once a week, dear, didn't you know? No, you didn't.
I did.
Well, then why didn't you indicate that you knew?
Well, you haven't
Lady Thatcher,
Haven't you rather...
The Speaker determines how long the question period goes on. Sometimes it would go on for 25 minutes, sometimes it would be less. I was there twice every week, every Tuesday and every Thursday. Very rarely did I miss.
Haven't you rather given the game away that the Labour Party are going to win this election? Your remarks seem to indicate that you think that.
I think we have a very good chance in many, many seats to win seats back from them. I am realistic. I should be absolutely thrilled if we got a majority.
But really, I don't think it's going to happen. Do you think you're going to get a majority?
You sound as if you're very anxious.
I think we're going to have to move along. I'm afraid we're going to have to move along.
My message is that we can win.
Like King Clark saying there's no danger of a super state, Lady Thatcher.
Go on. Charles Gentlemen, please.
I would like to see some real people.
Here are the
Oh, no, watch this.
Let's go to one side.
Get your pictures and get out of the way.
Can we move along this way?
Take across everyone on the side. Oh, yes, indeed.
Joan Cook.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Give my little grand next time.
All right.
I think she's Baroness Thatcher. I'm from the Forest of Dean.
What a lovely lady.
I'm from the Forest of Dean. We're fighting to win the Forest of Dean back for Conservatives. Yes, we really are fighting hard. Lovely to have met you. I'm on my way home from holiday.
It's going to be an exciting time.
It is. Well done.
Sorry, please don't
Very
come in
nice. I
behind me,
hope you're
ma'am.
enjoying it. We don't very often have these, only about once every 4 years. It's very exciting. Right. Hello.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Everything in blue. Nine. Well, I think I had my first version when I was 10. That's my 1935.
Well, we're indoctrinating this one.
And so you'll remember this one. They come about every 4 years, every 5 years they happen. So the colleagues be allowed to sit up quite late on Thursday night to see what the results are. We all have fingers crossed. All have fingers crossed. And
We're pushing back.
Be the next Prime Minister. We'll have you back.
Thank you.
The other side too.
Hello, dear. Her name's Sophie. Now, do we think we ought to take you down?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I need all your help. Thank you.
I see.
Thank you very much. We really do need your assistance here, ladies and gentlemen. We just have some room. Thank you. Thank you very much. No, we need to keep moving this way.
How are you? Get me out of the boat. Absolutely everything. I've done it. Oh, you've got a postal vote.
You did it the right way, I hope.
Oh, are you? Now, are you for me? Yes.
Best of luck, Paul. Thank you.
Sorry, we do need
every supporter out to vote on Thursday, don't we? Yeah. Closes at 9 o'clock and then we go to the count and listen. And it's really quite scary Thursday night as the results come in. Yeah. And we hope very much that we have a majority.
Lovely.
Thank you for
nice
coming.
to see you again.
Yes, Hello, dear. What is her name? Catherine. Catherine. That's a lovely name. That's a lovely name. You're going to look into her? No, I was thinking this last year. No, she's quite heavy for you to hold. You hang on. I'll get out of the way. But just see if they have to be on here. He's very healthy, very fit. He looks very fit.
I would very much like to see
He's just got teething happening, has he? Yes. Oh, it's such a nuisance, isn't it? Does it give you trouble at night? Well, you're lucky. He's a big boy for two. He's pretty big. Well, he seems very happy. A little bit pale because of his teething in the teeth. Which way are you wanting to go? Well, if we get out of your way, including the cameras when they've got a really good picture.
Do you think you gentlemen could stand aside just a little to allow the lady with her pram through?
That's another baby.
We're going along. Lady Thatcher, you and I are going along this way.
I'm going down. It's tempting.
Well, you should do.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very
That's
much.
John Caldwell, one of our councillors.
Nice to meet you, Sister Thatcher. Thank you for
How long
coming.
have you been a councillor?
5 years, but a young man. But I got in
it's
95.
fascinating work.
I got in 95,
Yes.
which was against the trend.
Well, that says a lot for your own candidature. And you enjoy it. Which aspect do you take particular interest in?
Well, we're in Eastleigh, which is a Red council,
Yes.
and therefore it's,
But are you on finance or are you on different?
We're on everything. I'm the Conservative representative on
Yes.
the
It's
so-called
fascinating.
cabinet. It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's my father was chairman of the finance committee for years and years.
I take an interest in that, yes.
And every penny that was spent was well spent.
We do with
It was
them,
very
and I keep
economical.
them to their toes, yes.
That's right. Always run well. Thank you very much. All right, right. Thank you very much.
Pleased to meet you.
It's very kind of you to come out.
Very pleased to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you very Are you going this way?
Yes, we're going this way, thank you.
If you keep moving along down this way.
See you. Oh, lovely to be here. Now I'm told we have to go around that.
We've got back to do need a pathway along here.
Right? That's the
Need a pathway.
When we get to the full market, fading around.
all right. They won't quite understand.
Lovely, no, but at least they respect it.
Lovely today, we're proud.
Thank you very much for coming. I'll be careful.
Lovely to meet you.
Come on, please. How are you? Thank you very much for coming out. We hope we're going to do very well here. Thank you. We're going to have a terrific time before then, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Come on,
Thank you.
Very nice to see you. And this is our candidate who we hope is going to win.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. We'll keep clear of the pavement.
It's nice to see you anyway.
Thank you very much.
And then this way.
Good morning. Good morning.
There's a little ramp down and we're going to cross this way.
Thank you.
You don't mind me shaking again?
Not at all.
Richard is one of our supporters and is working very hard for us. Delighted to.
Go down the side here, any way you like. Louise is...
Oh, God.
Oh, right.
There we are.
That's so generous.
Right.
Thank you very much indeed.
One of your books here.
Thank you.
You're one of your books?
Yes.
Trevor. Yeah, that's done.
That's the most interesting one.
And that's from the deli at number 4, keep a pound.
One of the shopkeepers who wants to keep the pound. We're going to keep the pound. Keeping that.
Oh, yes.
We certainly are. And our democracy.
We used to be the sterling area of the whole world. We can't give up the pound.
We certainly can't. Do you want to meet some people who are over here who are
Yes, we do.
busily engaged in
Thank you
campaigning
very
to keep the pound?
Tomorrow.
You're all the way from school, are you?
Madam?
Are you away from school or are you away from school?
No, we're all for holiday to work. 。
Thank you.
'Cause 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 'cause
chance here than in the other.
Keep the pound in
Thank you so much for coming, Lady Thatcher. Really appreciate it. Margaret, may I?
Is it dangerous? Do you agree with him?
It's not always.
Very nice to see you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to have you here.
Do we, Holly? We had one or two local businessmen who wanted to say how much they want to keep the pound. Are they here?
We've got rid of about 100 of these, I would think.
And they're all people. The idea that you'd give up the pound to another currency is to me utterly repugnant. And you're old enough to know about the sterling area.
That's
Indeed.
right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
When the pound ruled the world.
That's right.
Yes.
I thought we might just give up to something in mainland Europe. All my life, our problems have come from mainland Europe.
Absolutely.
All my life, the defence of liberty has come from the English-speaking peoples of the world. Canada, the United States, ourselves, Australia, New Zealand, and all of the former colonies of the British Empire.
Yes. Yes.
So we know where our loyalties lie.
Indeed.
Very lovely to see you, ma'am.
Can I introduce you to this Lady Thatcher?
Yes, this one. Have you got one you want? Have you got everything you want?
Mrs. Thatcher, do you think, Meridian Television, do you think Mr. Hague was right to concentrate on Europe in this campaign?
Well, he's done other things as well. I've been with him when he has.
But was Europe the most important issue?
If you think you're going to lose your sovereignty in Europe, it's not the justice issue, it's losing our sovereignty. And to me, it is utterly repugnant that any political party in Britain should contemplate losing our sovereignty into Europe.
But has that message got through to people, Mrs. Thatcher?
Has it got through? I think so. It is getting through.
And is the support
You've got
growing?
it now, and you'll see that it's broadcast everywhere.
Thank you very much.
This is David Brown. David Brown is one of our great supporters.
Yes, yes, I can see him.
Can somebody just ordinary, just ordinary, just a plain, simple person, just shake your hand.
Well, you're not I am.
Honoured that you're joining just now. Thank you for coming. Now be careful.
I see you church on Sunday.
Yes, okay.
Can we get you through? Can we get
It's
you
just the
through?
ordinary ones who really want to see you.
Yeah, but I'm quite ordinary too.
Yes. We get surrounded by all these important people.
Hello. Now this is probably your first general election, is it?
Second.
Second. I remember the ones from my early years. And I used to be a runner from a committee room, from the polling station, the committee room. We used to take a list of all those who voted. It's exciting. It'll be very exciting when the results come in. When we'll all be waiting. I hope to goodness they're all right.
Margaret.
Anyway, always encouraging. Thank you very much. Oh, bless you. You're very kind. And thank you for coming out. It's very kind of you. And you. And you all keep the pound. The idea that we should lose it. And I was saying to some colleagues over there, the pound used to have a whole sterling area right across the world.
Our worry is the Liberals want to take it away as well.
I think they're absolutely wrong. A party that's not proud of its currency or its country should not be supported.
And once you lose something, you can never get it back.
No, of course you can't.
Exactly.
And if you're not in charge of your currency, you're not in charge of your finance.
Exactly. And you're not in charge of your country then.
No, you're not.
That's right.
Now, how did you manage to make your way through this crowd? What did you mean? You elbowed them all the way out. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you so much. And the best of luck. Thank you, and thank you. Now, one moment.
Mrs. Thatcher,
I'll do it. All right.
I'm just out here out of the blue. I'm staying with a friend, and we came to Romsey, and I didn't know what was going on, and then they said you were here, so I just...
Oh, that's terrific. And what is your own constituency?
I'm actually voting in the Lewis.
Yes.
Yes.
The important thing is to go out and have a very good vote. A very good organisation to get all our voters. Thank you very much. Thank you. This way. Right. Have we seen everyone?
Yes, we've seen them, because we're going to come back.
We've seen them?
Yes.
You're sure we've seen them?
Yes.
I'm being told I've got to go back that way now. Oh, no. Have you got a pen?
Very quickly.
Oh, that was when I was very young. Yes. I think that was the first election I fought. which would be 1950. I'm getting about 23.
On this page.
No, what? We're doing on the
That's
next
the author's page. So
I do
it's
it
about
here.
you. So that's an author's page.
Oh, I
so
see. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Good to go. We're going to make some space.
Thank you very much.
That's better. He's got expensive equipment.
Perhaps actually we should bring one of those for Lady Tina.
Most people, it's such a republic. There's no ownership. The idea that you get some foreign currency, the only other foreign currency I ever had is dollars, because I travel in America quite.
It's what goes with it.
You can't keep your independence unless you keep your currency.
No,
closing stages of this campaign.
Flying the colours.
The hope of reducing Tony Blair's majority.
That's right.
And with it the risk of an elective dictatorship. She sees it.
Thank you.
News from Romsey.
That is a minor classic.
I think it's good. I think it's all
Wonderful job for the country. And it's so good to see you in Romsey here supporting local candidates. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope we win on Thursday.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
Where is he?
We need more women in politics. Yes, we're gradually getting more women. It's difficult. For example, had I had a constituency right in the North Country, it would have been difficult to look after because living in London. That's what you're saying. They've got to have a constituency near. He's on the and he's a
Will somebody open the door?
So I hope the answer is yes. Will he be permitted one day?
No return, they'll come out.
You want to be careful in there. Rather ironic they're going to interview her over a barrow load of eggs.
Nancy.
Born the same day as you. Was. Wow, we're getting old.
Only 21 again.
Well, it's interesting, because most of our lives were spent in the century that's just gone. And there have never been more advances than there were in the 20th century. Advances in every sense of the word. Scientific advances, advances in standard of living, advances in the way in which we cooperate with other nations. But it wasn't this, the century of the two worst world wars that we've ever known. That's what we've got to protect against by keeping our defences strong. Always.
Somebody who knows you, Lady Thatcher.
Now, what is your name?
Luke.
Luke. Well, that's a very distinguished name. And how old are you, Luke? 9. So you're still at junior school, and then you go to. Is it a big comprehensive school or
Which school are you at?
Romsey Abbey.
Oh, well, Romsey Abbey is a very good school.
Yes, I know.
Very close to here.
You're lucky. To be at a very good school is the best gift you can have, the best experience you can have at your age. I hope you enjoy school and you learn a lot from it. Good. Thank you very much for coming. Now, who are you with?
There is a parents.
Right.
Friends here.
Hello. Have we got a little...
No. Some of them...
Do you have your parents somewhere or someone looking after you? No.
They're out on their own today.
You're very independent.
The streets of
all
Romsey are safe
all
at the
right,
moment.
right.
Have a bag. Right. Would you like a bag? Don't we, Lucy?
BBC 10 o'clock news. Just a very quick question, if you don't mind. You're talking about the risks of a big majority for Tony Blair. Can you just spell out what you think those risks are?
Well, the risks are that they have to come and they answer to the House of Commons, but they know full well that whatever they are going to do, they can put it through on a massive vote. I think there is another fallback position, that there are certain beliefs and certain habits and customs in Britain that would not accept certain things, whatever your background, whatever your party. And that's a very powerful check on any proposals that are made. But just look at some of the things they're going to do. I was very anxious, every earner to be an owner, everyone to be able to own their own house. Right. So the mortgages you pay had tax relief. Mm-hmm. They're going to remove the tax relief. Yep. One is anxious that for an Orthodox family you should have marriage. So you had a tax relief on marriage. They're going to remove that. Yes. Some people felt that they had to wait a very long time for health, and perhaps their families could help to have some private health insurance. And so you got tax relief if you want a burden on the health, and they're going to remove that. They're going to remove everything. There's a sign of natural British stubborn independence.
Good. But you had some quite large majorities in your time, Lady Thatcher.
Yes, but I was conservative and wanted everyone to be independent, wanted them to own their own house, wanted them to build up a family, wanted them to be able to have their own expenditure, whichever way they took it.
Absolutely.
When I came into office, just let me remind you of what Labour is like. When I took over from them, 1979, top rate of tax on investment income, top rate was 98%. So anyone who was going to invest got out of the country. Top rate of tax on earned income was 83%. So all our most brilliant people went abroad. I brought those right down, about 30% straight away, right down to 40% top rate of tax for both earned income and for investment income. And Britain began to be successful. And it's because of that Britain is successful now. You must release the enterprise. It's not government that creates wealth. It's government that uses up wealth that other people create.
Has your view of Tony Blair changed? Because you used to be an admirer of him, didn't you?
Not quite an admirer of anyone who has a socialist background.
But has your view changed since he's been in power?
Well, one accepts that he has been in power. It doesn't mean to say that I don't fight the things that he stands for. I believe that wealth is created by the enterprise of the people. Right. And it's the freedom of the people which makes a strong country. And every time they start to diminish that freedom, as they are doing by taking away tax reliefs, watch it.
Yeah.
One moment. Let me see if
We'll do one, just one, I'm afraid.
Only one.
Only one.
It doesn't sign very well on this because...
I think one only, Lady C, otherwise, because lots of people otherwise will want one.
There we are.
Be here all day.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
Okay.
You're the lucky one. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, that's it. Good morning. I always love your work. It's a second house and I'm now, that's a limitation, is it? Oh, I must get it. Otherwise, I can never get it out.
What's the split?
Don't you have
Lady Thatcher, we must move along. We're running very far behind. 2 blocks down. Thanks for coming. You all right?
It sounds quite aware.
Going around quite a lot of this. Oh, he got his right.
No press, please. No press. No press, please.
So you're at school?
We've had a good session.
Now this is Peter Davis and this is Greg Davis, who own this restaurant.
No press, please. Not inside Bradley's, please.
I'm just having...
Who wants to press upstairs?
If the press could finish with the interviews and the press section, let's give Lady Thatcher just a break. She's worked very hard for you all.
Lady Thatcher. Have you seen this one?
No, and The Economist. Well, totally unknown creature.
That one there. Their endorsement is
modified.
They're saying that the Labour vote is reluctantly the one they suggest.
Well, that one.
You think vote for that one?
No, that's you think that.
The Economist are suggesting vote Labour
I
reluctantly.
don't recognise that person. It's not me. The only thing they've done is take my earrings instead of making a good likeness.
But do you think Mr. Blair has copied any of your policies?
Oh, very much.
Don't endorse those. Thank you very much.
Okay. It would be better if I did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
I forgot that the car sounds.
The car is this way, yes. I'm just wondering, there may be 1 or 2 French friends from this restaurant who might want to say hello.
Oh, well,
It's a French restaurant.
if we have now we mustn't stay there.
No, we've got to go off. I'll call them out.
You're ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you mind, officer, if we just popped in to say hello? I'm told we must pop in to say hello.
I think he's just going to bring them outside.
Oh, that would be better. If we don't get
He's not in, I'm afraid.
He's not in. All
in.
right. Well, that cuts the time.
Bonjour. Hello, bless you, my dear.
How are you?
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
On a this is a gentleman called Daniel. Tu veux rencontrer Madame Thatcher?
How are you? Thank you very much.
That's no to getting rid of the pound. Keep the pound. Yes.
Thank you. Come on,
You've got to get on it, Baroness Thatcher.
You know, they're both in my hometown. In some places, we used to have red as a conservative colour.
Once upon a time.
Lincolnshire was one of those.
But then Lincolnshire is very special.
Yes, it is, but it votes conservative. Yes. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We're going to leave Paul here. Lady Thatcher, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for coming.
And I'll watch carefully.
You've been absolutely marvellous. And as you can see, Romsey is with you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, Lady Thatcher. You've made a great difference to us. You've inspired us to keep going for the next week.
Events.
I won't let Paul Rain sleep now.
We shall all be on tenterhooks. Thank you very much.
We're looking forward to you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.